So before I give you my feedback, I want to know from your side, like how you're feeling about your performance.
In the introduction, I was good, ma'am. As the scenario based questions kept coming in, what happens is I'm being struck at some point of time, like I'm being struck. So that if I rectify it, it will be a good chance for me.
Okay, and how much you rate yourself out of 10?
Then I rate myself 6, ma'am. 6 and above. 7, ma'am. 7.
Okay. Okay, Praveen. So let's start, my part of giving you the feedback.
Yes,
so first, coming to your strong point. Okay. So you have a good communication skill, right?
okay, ma'am.
And your education background is also good.
Yes,
And you know pretty well about the job role. That is also really good. And you're a confident boy. Okay. You're a confident man. And that's also a good thing.
yes,
Now coming on the things in which you're lacking, you need to improve, right?
yes,
So the first thing is, yes, your introduction part was very, very good, but you
yes,
can include few more points in it. Like you have a past experience, right? Past experience in working in the corporate. So in that, how that means how your previous job can help you in this job, right? The current job you're applying for. So in a very brief, you can align your previous experience to the current job.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? So how it will help you, your experiences will help you to do good in this job, right? After that, if you have done anything in the past, like any curricular activity, right? If you have organized any event, even if it is a small event or small thing, doesn't matter, just briefly explain about it. So this will reflect that like you're a very aware person, right? You want to do different types of thing, means you're a very active person. Because in a BDA job, the one important quality of a BDA is that he or should be a very active person, right? Aware person. So who is ready to take part in anything. Right? So you can include 2-3 more points in your introduction. Rest everything was good. And okay, now scenario based questions. See, whenever someone asks, and before the scenario based question, read more about Byjus.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, who founded the Byjus? Co-founder was Divya Gokulnath.
Yes, ma'am.
And about Byjus is founded in 2011, not in 2015.
Yes.
You said 2015, but it is founded in 2011.
Yes.
Yes. See, BDA is a person now who brings business to the company, right? So that person, should know very well about the company, how the company works, how it's generate revenue, basically a lot of thing about its business model, right? As a tutor, the tutor job is to teach the student. If the tutor is not knowing about the Byju's company a lot, it will be fine. But the BDA is the one person who ultimately connect the client to the company, right? To bring business to the company. So for you, for all the candidates of BDA, it is important to know about the company, its work culture, how it generate revenue, its basic overview of the business model. So try to learn more about that. And again, at the same time, when you're applying for a BDA, means you will be going to the people and selling the product, right? So you should be well aware about the other companies who are selling the same kind of product, like the competitors of the Byju's.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? So at least you should know about 3 to 4 competitors of the Byju's.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Definitely.
And and about its revenue also. Revenue is also one of the important part, and it is related to the BDA, business development associate. So all this information are there in the Google. You can just Google it, type in, and you can get all the answers. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And the BDA job role. Okay. So the BDA is the person who brings revenue to the company, right? Who brings customer to the company, right? Who do the real business.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? Who connect the customer, who change the customer to the potential customer, and generate money and generate revenue from it. This is the job role of the BDA.
Yes, ma'am.
right? Basically, you will be selling the product, and you will be organizing so many advertisement campaigns also,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
right? These are the basic job role of the BDA. So learn more about the job role.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
And now coming to the scenario based question. See, whenever scenario based question means how to sell a pen, right? So
yes, ma'am.
basically you don't have to explain it theoretically that I will do this, I will do that, and no, just act like the salesperson.
Yes, ma'am.
You can consider your interviewer as a salesperson, just act like a third person.
Yes,
you
ma'am.
know and whenever you pitch any product, whenever you start describing any product to the customer, before that it is very very important to greet the customer,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
like, hello ma'am, how are you, what's your
Yes, ma'am.
name, what you do. Basically you should, you try to connect the person, right? Connect your
Yes, ma'am.
customer.
Yes, ma'am.
You should try to know about the background of the customer, like what he do, what is the need of the customer, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So means you have to create that bond between you and your customer. Only then the customer will be interested in the further conversation,
Yes, ma'am.
further
Yes, ma'am.
interaction, right? You cannot, like, for example, if you're walking, you cannot, you don't start talking to the person like randomly.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Before
ma'am.
that you try to connect that person, you try to build a bond between you and the person, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Nobody
Yes,
talks to the nobody likes to talks to the random person.
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
If I will come to
Definitely.
you suddenly and I said, hey, this is the lipstick, do you want to buy it? So will you buy it?
No, 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 no,
No,
not
right?
the case.
So first of all, I have to greet you and know about you. Like, hi sir, how are you? My name is Priya, and like, what's your name? How you're doing?
Yes, ma'am.
Basically, I want to know your need. I, as a salesperson, my first requirement will be to know your needs, what you really
Yes,
want,
yes,
what you're looking
yes,
for.
yes.
Only then I'll pitch a product.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Got
In
it, ma'am. Got
every
it.
question of the scenario based, you didn't greet,
Yes, 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 yes.
right? This
Yeah.
is called rapport building. First, try to connect the customer.
Yes, ma'am.
Because everyone like to meet with some like energetic person, you
Yes,
know
yes.
in especially in India, we like to talk to the people with whom we can connect ourselves,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Very humble person, a person who has lot of patience, a very down to earth person. So all this thing will reflect this personality of yours,
Yeah, yeah. Yes, ma'am.
right?
Definitely.
Okay. So in every scenario, whatever be the question, if they are asking again and again, then again and again act like a sales. Though do not theoretically do not explain,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yes, yes.
Just greet them. You can consider your interviewer as the customer. You can act like a third person, act like a salesperson.
Yes, ma'am.
It
Yes, ma'am.
will create a good. Why they are asking all these questions? They don't want to know the theory. They want to know, as a salesperson, how you will act, how
Yes,
you
ma'am.
will
Yes,
pitch
ma'am.
the product, what will be your
Yes, ma'am.
starting line, then how you will go through, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now the Byju's question, Byju's product based question. So in that, I asked you, like, if my child is already a scholar, then how will you sell the product? So you said that, okay, the child is already a scholar, so we cannot like convince the parents. I will approach them. If they want, they can buy the product. Otherwise,
Yes,
if
yes.
they don't need, then why will they buy the product? No, not
Yes,
like
yes.
that. As a
Yeah.
salesperson, you have, the company is expecting you that you will sell the product anyhow,
Yes, yes, yes.
right? So
Yeah, yeah.
why they asked you this question? Yes, of course, this is a very contrasting situation when the person is already like, teaching the child is really doing the well. So there is no point of buying the product. But even in this situation, when there is no scope of selling the product, how you sell the product,
Yes,
right?
yes,
This
yes.
quality of yours they want to know. Same goes
Yes,
with
yes.
the audi question also. So you said
Yes, ma'am.
that there will be definitely be the financial barrier. So
Yes,
yes,
ma'am.
we cannot convince. No, if when there is no scope of selling the product, in that situation, if you will sell the product now, that means you are a like very successful business development
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
associate,
yeah, yeah.
right? That's why they ask you this contrasting situational based question, to know
Yes, ma'am.
how you will deal in the tough situations. When there
Yes,
is
ma'am.
no scope, how you create scope.
Yes, yes, yes. Ma'am, what could be my answer? What could be my answer?
See, in the question of ID, you can say that, like first you will greet and
Yes, ma'am.
try to know the background of the auto driver. Obviously, auto driver, it Audi is not affordable to him, but
Yes, ma'am.
see, he will not buy an Audi car for his personal purpose, right? Because
Yeah,
he cannot afford it, and he is not that much rich, or that much his level is not that much that he will buy a Audi for his purpose. So how, in this situation, how will you convince them? You will convince them like, this Audi you can use for the business purpose. He See, as an auto driver, his primary thing is to earn money, right?
yeah, yeah.
So this is how you will pitch your product for the same purpose. You will link the Audi with his purpose of
Yeah,
earning money. So you
yeah.
can say that nowadays, people are hiring this luxury car. They are renting this luxury cars. There are very
Yes,
rich
yes.
peoples who travel to the different part of the country. So it is not possible for them to, take their own car. So what they do, they
Yeah,
hire or rent, this luxury car, and
yeah,
the rental price are very very big. You can
yeah.
earn much more than what you are earning from the auto.
Yes,
And
ma'am. Yes,
also
ma'am.
because it is a luxury car, and if you will drive it by yourself now, so your energy will not be exhaust, right? So you
Yeah,
can
yeah,
make more business,
yeah.
right? It is weather friendly also, whereas auto is not weather friendly. So you will be more energetic, you can save your energy, that can be used to like make more business. And now
Yeah.
coming to the financial part, so we are giving you this like loan scheme, EMI. You can buy it on EMI, and whatever money you are earning from it, a part of it you can give EMI.
Yeah,
So this
yes,
way you
yes,
don't have to like put your money, you can earn money and give EMI from
yes,
that,
yes, 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 ma'am.
right? So
Yes,
you
ma'am.
can say that, see, how it is, how wonderful it is that you don't have to pay from your side. You can
Yes,
first buy the product, earn money from the same product, and then pay for that product. Means,
yeah,
the that car will earn itself and pay back for its
yes, ma'am.
price, like
Yes, ma'am.
this,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Got
right?
it.
Now come and that question, when my me and my husband both are working, so you can say that when you and your husband are working, ma'am, so it is not possible for you to give your 100% to the child. You cannot
Yes, ma'am.
focus 100%. You will be busy in some days. In that day, who is gonna take care of your child?
Yes,
And
ma'am.
if your child is scholar, ma'am, that is very good thing. You as a salesperson also, you have to appreciate the positive things also,
Yes, ma'am.
right?
Yes,
It
ma'am.
is not like you are criticizing everything. If something is positive, you have to appreciate that, right?
Yes, ma'am.
it
Yes,
is,
ma'am.
it is not like whatever customer is having before, you're criticizing that product in order to like pitch your product,
Yeah.
right? So you will first appreciate ki, yes ma'am, it is nice to hear that your child is a scholar. But to keep your child in the same phase, you know um, you have to like, you can try a product where he will be competing with the children all around the country. In
Yes,
the
ma'am.
school, his competition is only with his friends, and only the within the class. The
Yes, ma'am.
competition is within the class, right? He is limited, all his activities limited within the class.
Yes, ma'am.
But when you will join our Byju's classes, a child will join, then his area will be broad,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
right? He will be
Yes, ma'am.
competing from the different children from different part of the world,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
right? Because ultimately, when he will out of the school, when he have to join the college, in that also he will be competing from the to in order to get the good college, he will be competing with the childrens all around the country,
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
So
ma'am.
at that time, he will take the pressure. But from now, if he will be habitual of, competing and interacting with the student all around the country, then this pressure will be gone by that time.
Yes, yes, yes. Yes, ma'am.
Right?
Yeah, got it, ma'am.
Yes. And rest of general question was very, very good. Your response for the general question, like the salary part, are you ready to relocate and why should Byjus hire you? And one thing I want to tell you that yes, your communication skill is good.
Yeah.
But sometimes now I feel that I was not getting what you're saying. It
Yeah,
is not
yeah.
clear.
Yeah, it is not clear. Yes, yes, I get it, ma'am.
Right, because you're
Yeah.
stuck at a lot of times. So
Yeah.
whatever you want to convey me, it is not clear to me. It was
Yes,
not
yes.
clear to me. I'm not getting your point clearly, right?
Yes,
So
yes,
speak little clearly, use proper words and appropriate vocabulary.
yes, ma'am. Yes,
Your
ma'am.
conversation is good, just that you have to use proper and appropriate vocabularies.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And take care of the grammar also. Grammar
Yeah.
does not matter as such, but you should have that much a speaking skill or conversation skill, so that the person before you can understand it.
Yes, ma'am.
And
Yes, ma'am.
fluent in English does not mean that you have to use any advanced vocabulary. No, it is
Yeah.
like whatever you want to like convey to the person, you're conveying it properly, simply and clearly.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Praveen, anything that you want to know from me?
No, ma'am. I like I have a meeting tomorrow, ma'am. I have an interview tomorrow. If I'll get selected, I have to take another session from you.
Okay, Praveen. So you have an interview just tomorrow. So see, you are really a good candidate for the BD. Okay, first of all. So
Yeah,
do
ma'am.
not lose your confidence. Be confident.
Yes, ma'am.
The second thing is that you can include some of the points in your introduction is the one thing now that you can prepare from your side.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So first impression is the last impression, right? So in
Yes, yes, yes.
introduction, there will be no cross questioning. There will
Yes,
be
ma'am.
no any sudden question, So you can
Yeah.
prepare it beforehand. So you
Yes,
can
ma'am.
create a very, very good impact from the introduction only, right?
Yes,
Because
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
everything in the introduction is just in your hand. So you can,
Yes,
do
yes.
your best in that,
Yes,
right?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Now whatever they are asking you in the scenario based question, so please don't say no, we can't sell the product. You have
Yes,
to
ma'am.
ultimately you have to sell the product anyhow,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
right?
Yeah.
So for that, it should be in your mind ki whatever be the situation, you have to sell the product.
Yes,
So
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
when you will put this in your mind then automatically your responses will come out,
Will come. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, ma'am.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now you can't speak Hindi, right?
I understand Hindi, ma'am, but I
But
cannot
you're not
speak much
fluent in
fluently. Yeah,
Hindi. So
yeah, yeah.
basically, you will give all the answers in English only, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, it's fine. So just try to speak clearly. There is no need to use very advanced vocabulary. Just use
Yeah,
simple words. Just
yeah,
that the interviewer, should understand what you are trying to, express.
yeah. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And whatever the scenario based question or situation based question he or she is asking, just a minute. Okay.
Yes,
So whatever be the scenario based question he or she is asking, just try to act like a salesperson. Okay.
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. That's it, and everything is fine.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Welcome,
Thank you for
Praveen.
sharing your response, ma'am. Thank you.
Oh, you're most welcome.